Share a few things from this speech. Traore has touched the issue of Pan-Africanism, Africans to love one another. And of course, we have been insisting this many times, and that's why in this channel, if you look at the button strip, you find the word one Africa, one love. We must love one another. So we Africans, we must understand that no one is outside there who is loving us. We must love one another, help one another, and see each other as relatives or as brothers and sisters. So, of course, on the issue of Pan-Africanism, as Traore said, we, the people of Africa, we are uniting. Me and you here, we are communicating, we are sharing our thoughts. You comment from what you heard from me, and I reply sometimes. But all in all, we, the people of Africa, citizens, we are communicating, we are interacting each other. But only leaders are the problem of we to come together. And that's why I have been saying we need Africa Diaspora Summit, where our leaders and our brothers and sisters from the diaspora will come together and say what things make us not working together, what things make us to contain these borders. So I think we need to remove these borders because people are communicating, people are working together. So let us remove these borders. If people are working together, why we have these borders? Of course, we know these are for maybe administration issues, but we need one Africa. We need a united Africa. And of course, you see the way the young people in Ghana celebrated Captain Ibrahim Traore. They know that this is our president, despite he is the president of Burkina Faso, but what he's doing is for the benefit of the people of Africa, not only to the people of Burkina Faso. So we need to love one another, we need to help one another, and we need to appreciate one another. That's what Captain Ibrahim Traore has said. So our leaders, especially political leaders, must not maintain these colonial borders. They must come up with ideas on how they are going to unite the people of Africa. Apart from that, also on the issue of empowering African youth, you heard from Captain Ibrahim Traore that is empowering youth, putting youth in work. Of course, many of our youth we have seen many times on televisions, our young men and women drown and falling into sea in the oceans when they're trying to cross to go to Europe, and some of them being humiliated, rejected. But if we can create environments where our young men and women are going to work, they will not risk their lives trying to cross oceans and seas to go to Europe or to America to seek green pasture. If we can create green pasture here, I think our young men and women can create jobs, can become more innovative. You know, if you look what we have here in the continent of Africa, if our leaders are embracing Pan-Africanism and working together, I hope with the people of Africa, we have no need to seek jobs and employment opportunities outside of this continent because we have everything. If you look for agricultural sector, this continent produce every crop, any kind of crop are growing here in the continent of Africa. If you go in the issue of resources, in terms of natural resources, we have everything. If maybe we want to have industries, we have everything. If you look at the potential for electric energy or source of energy, we have everything. What we lack is collaboration. Just ask yourself, if France are taking uranium from Niger and repowering France and selling the rest of or the surplus of electricity to other European countries, what hinder us or what make us difficult for we the people of Africa to say, we know Niger, you have enough uranium. We know Namibia, you have enough uranium. Let us vandalize. Let us take amount of money, put or give to Niger, or put to the project in Niger to make sure that Niger is going to produce enough electricity to supply the entire Western African region. I think there's no shortage of electricity. We have Inga Dam in Democratic Republic of Congo. All of us, we know that Inga can produce enough electricity through hydroelectric power to supply the entire continent, and the surplus can be sold to other parts of the world. Why don't we vandalize? Take amount, we spend a lot of money in elections. We spend a lot of money in these periodic elections. Sometimes these elections are those who are destabilizing our countries. For instance, how much Mozambique used to fund the election, how much countries such as Uganda, Kenya used to fund elections. If you can say, this time, these 5 years or 10 years, we want those budgets of elections to go to fund electricity. Then after there, we can start new fresh elections. Then we can make sure that we are going to election while we have enough electricity. But it will be difficult because politicians are thinking about elections. Many of our politicians are thinking about next election. They are not thinking about next generation. And this is the difference between political leaders and revolutionary leaders. These revolutionary leaders are thinking about coming generation, next generation. But political leaders, always they think about next election. They don't think about coming generation. They don't think about next generation. They think only on election. They think how they are going to get power. You find a country where a country came out from election. Then within 1 year, politicians are starting talking about the issue of elections instead of thinking how they are going to solve challenges facing people. And that's why you see that Captain Ibrahim Traore was celebrated, the most leader celebrated during the inauguration of President of Ghana, John Mahama, is the one who was celebrated. He was not entered into power through these elections. He came into power through coup. But the people of Africa, young people, recognize that this is the leader, despite he came in the way that the Western power are not are proud of. But all in all, this is our leader. We appreciate him. That's why many young Ghanaians appreciated and saluted Captain Ibrahim Traore. And all of us, I know even President Mahama saluted Captain Ibrahim Traore. Not only him, many leaders was shocked. Those who are in good shoes and good tie, looks nice, they were shocked by this young leader. Why? Because he's serving the people, the interest of the people. So I think all in all, we need to create environment where our young men and women can go and work instead of forcing them to run away from this continent. Also, of course, I've been saying this to be nice for Africans. Captain Ibrahim Traore argued young people in Ghana and Burkina people who are living in Ghana to be nice to their fellow Africans. We need to be nice to ourselves, to love one another, to see each other as relatives, as brothers and sisters. So Captain Ibrahim Traore has shocked, and of course this speech shocked many African leaders. So kings and queens, if you have anything, please share with us. If you have something you know about this young leader, please do it through the comment section. Make sure that we share good things about our leader, our continent. That's what we want to do. And this year, as I said many times, we want the year 2025 to be the year of revolutions, where we young people of this continent, we are going to take our responsibilities of building this continent. We are tired of being beggars. We are tired of seeing Africans as beggars. We can change those narratives because we have potentials. So how can we beg to someone who have nothing? Africa, we have everything. And that's why one day I come here, I shared my thought, and of course, I'm very sorry for this. I asked to our leaders, let us come out and tell us these resources that are in Africa is not owned by Africans. These resources are in Africa, but owned by others, because we don't see the importance or the benefit of these resources. How is it possible that France has highest gold reserve while France has no gold mine? How is it possible UK is one of the countries with the highest gold reserve while we know that UK has no any kind of gold mine? How is it possible? How is it possible that many multi-company nationals are exploiting natural resources here in the continent of Africa, while we, the people of Africa, we are still being poor. So the time has come for we, the people of Africa, especially young people, to wake up. As Captain Ibrahim Traore said, we need to wake up. We need to wake up from slumber to understand that no one is outside there to come and help. I remember the words of the former president of Tanzania, the late John Pombe Magufuli. He told Tanzanians openly that we don't have uncle, we don't have aunt, we don't have father outside there who will come and help us. It's we, the people of Africa, it's we Tanzanians, it's we Kenyans, it's we Ugandans, it's we Burkina, it's we Ghanaians, it's we Nigerians who are responsible to bring changes in our homeland, in our family, in our communities, in our nation, in our continent. So wherever you are, whether you are in the continent, whether you are in the diaspora, you must understand that Africa is home. It is our responsibilities to bring good things in our beautiful continent, whatever it is about technologies. Those who are in the diaspora, who have technology, who have ideas, please bring the idea to the continent of Africa. I know there are those who are in political, that they fear the coming of our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. But one thing that is so good, already our brothers and sisters in the diaspora already given citizenship in Ghana. For instance, one of the Pan-Africanists from the United States of America has given the Ghanaian citizenship, Dr. Omar Johnson Ifatunde. So you can see it is possible. So we hope Ifatunde will come with ideas and share his thought with some Africans who are in Ghana, and build a new foundation, build strong foundations and strong organization that will liberate the people of Africa. So the time is now. There's no any other time for we, the people of Africa, to realize our potentials. This is a time of revolutions. I'm very happy to be with you at this time where when I'm sharing this video. And of course, as I said, please share with us your opinions, your views on how we are going to liberate this continent. Our headers, some of them have failed us. We understand, but we cannot lament. We have to take responsibilities. If our elders has failed us or have failed us, let us take and correct the mistakes that they have done. It's our responsibility with the young leader, with the young people of this continent. You know, there's those who have been believing that young people cannot do better, but Captain Ibrahim Traore has proven them wrong. You see, Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing amazing things. Even those who are stayed in power for more than 10 years, they cannot do what Captain Ibrahim Traore has done. Why? Because he's amazing. He's doing great things. He's a true son of the soil. And that's why we have been saying we need young leaders in African institutions. And I hope if one day the African Union will have a young leader, the African Union will move in the right direction. Kings and queens, let us not speak for too long. Let me end it here after those remarks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for likes. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for everything that you have done for this channel and for with the people of Africa to make sure that we are moving forward. So have a nice time. See you next time. Stay safe. See you next time. Thank you.